Capricorn, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. And this is an energy reading, so if this has come up on your feed and you're not a Capricorn, it is absolutely your reading. Even if this is the only time you listen to a tarot card reading, it's a message that shows up at just the right time, in just the right place, who needs to hear it. This is where your message begins. Okay, so either there's a secret admirer who is a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or there's a secret passion, a passion that you have kind of repressed. It's not that you're not aware of it, but that you have kept it to yourself. Something is veiled here, and it has to do with passion and focus and creativity. Now, absolutely creativity. This is Piscean energy with the moon card here, and this is absolutely forward, progressive energy with the Knight, the King of Wands. And so there is hidden talent here. Maybe that's what it is. Capricorn, what is your hidden talent? Maybe you are discovering your hidden talent, or there are like hidden intentions. They wouldn't be bad intentions. They wouldn't be shady. This is about confidence. It's almost like you're discovering your inner fire. You're discovering your inner capabilities. You're realizing like who it's like you're almost enjoying yourself a lot, but you don't want it to be too public, or you don't want people to know about it just yet. And that's okay. You get to pace yourself and do you, but this is lovely. This is a beautiful energy for you to find inside of yourself. Now, if this is somebody that you are dealing with, it would be a masculine fire energy. Like I said, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Masculine doesn't have to be male. It's just an energy of focused passion, somebody who is focused on one thing and they are a mastery of this. This would not be jack of all trades, master of none. This would be master of all masters. This would be somebody who is known for what they do, known for their passion, known for their confidence, known for their good looks. The King and Queen of Wands are usually the divas and the superstars of the deck. So they're usually very attractive. So they're very appealing and they like to be seen, which is interesting that it came out with this Piscean energy. So it's almost like maybe either this person they're focused on you and they're passionate for you, but they haven't shared their feelings for you, or you're hiding your passion in some way for something or someone. So let's get into the reading, guys. Okay, so where is this passion then? What is this moon card hiding, or why can't we talk about it yet? I just heard that some of you are working on a project and you're really psyched about it and you know it's going to have a great future, but it's not ready to be unveiled yet. You want to kind of keep it. You want to keep what you're working on, or keep what you're creating a secret for now, and that's okay, because I'm talking about Capricorn energy, and Capricorn energy is really going to super explode along with Cancerian energy later on this year. It's June 10th, I believe it is, that Jupiter transits into Cancer. And this is going to create a beautiful explosion. And no two signs need it more than Capricorn and Cancer, because you guys have been where Pluto has been for the past 15 years, it's been a while. And Cancers have really, it's even worse when Pluto's in opposition to your sun. So there's been havoc wreaked on the fucking Cancerian's life. So it's like major dynamic shifts, major dynamic kind of like changes or metamorphic changes in your life. And then Jupiter, like literally the year that Pluto exits, and like stage left, motherfucker. I shouldn't have sworn like that. The algorithm hates that. But right afterward, enter Jupiter. It's like right after the hardest, most transformative time of your lives, enter Jupiter. And Jupiter is the planet of expansion and fortune and productivity and like getting bigger, right? So it's just it's almost like this just beautiful kind of happy ending to what you thought was going to be a tragedy in that. And this is just kind of right along that vein of, you know, maybe that's why you're keeping things secret right now. Maybe that's why you don't want to tell everybody right now, because you're waiting. It's going to debut around that time, around early June of this year. Or if we're just talking about the week ahead, this is a lot of passion. There's a lot of creativity here. Ooh. Okay, I just got this message that maybe you're thinking of leaving somebody, or you're thinking that something is done. This could be Piscean energy that you're dealing with, but it's almost like you have the confidence to now see something may have to end, even though you might not have fully told them. Also, I am creating this reading on a new moon. It is a new moon in Aquarius, and it is a new moon, particularly an eclipse, that is displayed or drawn on the Pisces card, on the moon card. So there's some sort of eclipse here. There's some sort of ending that's coming, tired and done with all the hardship and pain and backstabbing. But it's almost like you have the confidence now to kind of end something that has been too much for you, or that has been building up for a while. There is an ending here. Okay, but you know what? Let's clarify specifically. What is this ending? Could be the pain, the emotion. There's some sort of emotional pain. You could be taking your creativity and deciding, using your creativity to work with this pain, or work through this pain, or you're dealing with like issues, or you're creating something that addresses, I don't know if it's a system, it's a medicine, or whatever it is. You could be creating a system that addresses working through inner pain, or what's been making people suffer, not just emotionally, mentally and physically too. Just an FYI. So I wanted to clarify the 10 of Swords, and what I got was the Tower in reverse. So we're dealing with anxiety here. We're dealing with the fallout of trauma, not the trauma itself. We're dealing with the after effects and dealing with all the rubble and all the craziness. But there's a sense of rising again. What this is saying is the hard times is over. The worst is over. Now, you can't ignore the fact that the worst has happened. The worst has happened. But it really don't get no worse than the 10 of Swords. Like, it is bad. Like, right? That is just like, it's been too much pain. There's been too much. So it's saying it's gotten as bad as it's going to get. And now there's an energy of making a comeback, or finding your passion and purpose and your ability to take what you've been given and make something exceptional. There is resurrective energy. You're about to rise from a really difficult, hard, painful time in your life. You're about to rise from that. I need to pull this deck. I don't know why. I just saw it. There's a card in here that you need to hear. Orphaned, alone. It could be that somebody's leaving you alone. It could be that you're leaving somebody alone. It could be that you're deciding to be alone, or, you know, be on your own. Something has to do with being left alone, or being abandoned, or moving on. But ultimately, it's almost like God wants you to know that might be what you're coming out of, you're coming away from, or it could be what you have to do, like leaving something behind that's causing you too much stress, your job, your position, your relationship. This sense of finally recognizing that something is done and over. Maybe that's why the Pisces energy came out, a sense of you didn't want to see it, or you didn't want to admit it. But this is a time of finally being able to admit that something is actually over, but the energy that comes after releasing that and letting it go is fucking exceptional. The change here is, this is the change, being willing to be alone, or leaving somebody and walking away. That's the change. Clarify orphaned, or have you been left alone? There's a resurrection here. Definitely. Queen of Wands is finding your confidence after somebody has left you, finding your way forward alone, finding your inner peace. You've come from a horrible situation. Being orphaned is a horrible situation, but it's almost like that's the fuel for your confidence, and that's exactly what you need. And then we have the Strength card. This is where you're finding your strength. finding your strength and your ability to move forward, right? Right? Either that, or you're dealing with a fuckboy and you didn't lose much anyway. But ultimately, this is the clarifier for the Orphan card. It is that I don't know if whatever's going to happen, there's a painful cycle that's closing out. It might be that somebody is leaving you on your own, or you have the confidence to finally leave them, even though it's like that's why you tried to hide it, because you didn't want to do it. You didn't want to walk away from a situation, but you have to walk away from a situation in order to allow that person or that situation to realize what they've lost, or that they should have treated you better, right? So it's almost like have the confidence to move forward, even if you have to leave somebody else behind. If they can't keep up, then it's not their journey. You're on your journey. And this is the hardest. Like when it comes to work, I think this is probably obvious, but when it comes to relationships, this is probably hard because you have that emotional connection. I don't want to leave this person. I don't want to not love them, or not show love to them. Sometimes the best expression of love is always the best expression of love is to live up to your highest potential. Because if they really love you too, or they're really capable of being with you, long-term relationship, they will do everything in their power to keep up. They will do everything in their power to level up. You settling is actually you kind of like dumbing down your expectations for them, saying, oh, I know you can't keep up with me, so I'm just gonna dumb it down for you. Don't do that. It's saying like live fiercely and live out loud and live your truth. And if they can't keep up, then they can't keep up. But what I'm seeing here is almost like because somebody doesn't want to be left alone, they will level up. But they're not going to level up if you keep dumbing it down. So don't dumb it down. Don't hide the fact that, or be scared to say, I'm willing for this to be over. I'm willing to allow this to be over if necessary, but what I'm not going to do is compromise my standards or my capabilities. I'm going to be everything that I am, and you can either level up and meet me and we can journey forward together, or I can move forward alone. Whatever it is, I'm not going to stop making that progress. There's so much energy of confidence here. Maybe there's confidence, like I said, somebody's going to level up because they're going to get left back. They're going to get left behind. And however you felt like I'm left, if this is you, it's however you felt I'm left behind. I didn't keep up. It's like now you're gaining momentum in that area. You're finding a way to catch up to everybody who you kind of thought you'd been left behind from. This is your way of making up ground, catching up on lost time, catching up ground, and making a big headway in where you felt left behind. So this is a huge personal, professional, emotional, mental breakthrough for you, where you're really catching speed and momentum, and the momentum is just going to grow more momentum because you have the strength now to chase it and go after it 150,000%. If this is about this new moon that's happening, because we did get the moon card, this is a time to kick it off. Capricorn, you're being told this is messages being delivered to you. This is the time to kick it off. Oh, remember, if you haven't yet, please click that subscribe button and help the channel grow. And also click that notification bell so that you'll get notified when I upload the content you love, as well as when I go live. You have to click all notifications for the live. Click all notifications so that you know when I go live. This is the only place anywhere that I go live and do free public tarot card readings, FYI. Also, if you want a personal reading, I do provide those only through my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. You can book and schedule. There's lots of services over there. Now, thank you for that little advertisement that you just allowed me. So this is you're picking up speed. You're gaining speed. You're gaining momentum. And nobody is going to get in your way. And this isn't about ambition or meanness or cruelty. This is about confidence and finally coming into your personal power and talent. And you're finally seeing, I am good at this. And you're catching up. You're catching up in all the ways that you felt you were left behind. And if this is a relationship, don't deny somebody else that either. Because I feel like in a way, Maybe you were left behind because you weren't ready to level up. There were life lessons that you needed to learn. And now you're ready to make up that ground. Well, somebody else needs that challenge too. Somebody else needs that ability to say, listen, I believe in you enough to walk away from you, because staying with you is just enabling you not living up to your full potential. So there's this energy of, I'm not leaving you. I'm moving forward. You can come with me, but you have to level up to do so. Are you going to, or are you not? And I believe if somebody's given that ultimatum, the answer to that question is, I don't want to be left alone. Fuck yes, I will level up. What do I need to do? Finding that confidence, finding that inner fire, finding, hopefully, that inner peace that will allow them that the grace to let go of what they thought they were, or all that they thought they were capable of, and allow themselves to expand. You can't even make this shit up, that this card comes out. You are good enough. This is Virgo energy, and it speaks of healing. It speaks of long-term personal care and health. And then we have, it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. And that's where we have, so it's almost like you're healed, or you're taking action on your healing. You're taking action on something to make yourself better, or make yourself well, or somebody in your life is. This could be a real huge breakthrough for you because it's good news. It is good news. Somebody wants to take action on what is good for them, or what will help heal maybe your situation together. As I'm talking, guess what else comes out? That is crazy. So I'm talking about healing. Guess what card comes out? Forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. And that's what it is. That was the repressed anger. The 10 of Swords with the Moon card is like, remember I said you're holding back something? You're holding back the pain. You're holding back the suffering. It's almost like you're using what you held back as your fuel to catapult you forward. And it's like it's fusing your ascendance, and that's exceptional. And then we have unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. And that's it. It's healing and solutions. Unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. So it's a sense of, have no worries. Find your way forward. Leave this other crap behind and accept that there can be healing. Forgiveness is also a door opener here, but you have to like release this energy. You have to, let's get into exactly what you're going to have to do and the steps you're going to have to take. That link is down below. We're going to go into the extended reading. I'll also pin it to the top of the comment section. I'll see you guys there.